This is a 7.5 magnitude earthquake. But they got all these little clips of him coming up and dropping them off.
Urine Man has struck again.
It's not what it looks like, guys. It's not actually disgusting. Okay? I will explain it to you, but you've got to see it later in the video. Hey, what's up? Today we're going to look at some weird stuff I found on the internet. Sound like a plan? Does to me. You can check out all my other links in the description down below. That's where links go if you're new here. All right, let's get into it, right? Look, Nova's here today. Nova, you got anything to say? Yeah. She speaks with her tail.
Hey, what's up?
First, let's start with this terrifying cat. This is a cat that dipped its face in flour, and it's quite terrifying, actually. It looks like a demon. There's probably cryptics, you know, like mystical beasts that have been spotted, and they're like, oh my god, it's the magical white-faced mustache cat. But all the sightings were actually just a cat that got into flour. Nova, you were up on the couch for literally like 10 seconds, and now you're wandering around panting again. I'm trying to give her a haircut. She's got a whack-ass haircut right now. Look at this. I've been trying to do it myself, and it's like short on the back. Still got like, what do you think? She wants me to stop embarrassing her now. Okay. The dog haircutter I take her to is going to be so upset with me that I'm trying to do it myself. She's going to take me off her client list. I appreciate her craft now that I've tried to do it myself. It's not easy. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a video of an example why you never run from a bear.
Quick drama, bro.
I thought a real bear was going to run out of there for a second. I was like, what kind of video is this going to be? Is a real bear going to come out of there and charge this guy? Don't worry, it wasn't. It wasn't a real bear. Also, I don't think you should be using bear mace that close to a baby. Am I wrong about that? That baby was in close proximity. I don't like that. I mean, he aimed it down. He had good aim on it, but still, that baby's sitting there like, guys, I could smell it in my senses. I think I'm blind now, guys. Well, what do you do if you don't have bear mace and a bear comes at you? Kick it in the nuts? Oh yeah, you're supposed to, I think for those bears, you're supposed to like get big and like scare it, right? Would peeing myself help? Because I could manage that. Sure, I could squeeze a turd or two out too, if that would help. Here's a menacing Christmas doll. It's terrifying. His ambient noise is enough to make it terrifying. I wonder what ghost or demon is possessing that doll. I wonder how many times a night it screams in pain. I wonder how many times a night they wake up with it just at the end of their bed with its candle. Also, this isn't that realistic. Like, if this was a real candle, she'd be setting her hat on fire and the doll wouldn't be there anymore. We wouldn't have to worry about it. She would have set herself on fire a long time ago. Here's a cockroach hotel. Like, this is an old phone that is now a home to a nice little family. Oh, look how cute they are. Wow. Oh, don't touch it. Oh, run. Run away. Jump. Oh. Okay. Are you hitting it? Are they all dead? Oh, I thought they were alive. They just went in there to curl up and die? Weird. Gross. You gotta respect their survivability, though. Like, they are the one thing. They have survived everything. Literally why they have the nickname of, like, you can't get rid of them because they're a cockroach. They got a nickname of invincibility. It's like their thing, you know, wouldn't you, it would be great if your stereotype was like, man, that guy is always alive. He's like 10,000 years old. There's also these little tiny things called seed shrimp. I found out that they have survived, like, every disaster on the planet. They're little tiny, live in the water, and they have a protective shell around them. And I learned about them because I had a little jar. I did this project with my daughter where we go to a river, we put a rock in there, some river water, some other like leaves and dirt and stuff, and then you put it in the sunlight, and you just kind of, together over the weeks, you look at what grows inside. Because you get little microbes and things like that. So anyway, I left that in the sun and get cooked, and everything in it died. But then the seed shrimp, they came back. They survived the apocalypse in my house, too. So now I have a little jar of sea shrimp that I keep as pets. You know, you can feed them to fish and stuff as live food. Anyway, let's continue. Enough life stories. Nobody wants to know about me. Here's a aquatic iguana. It's underneath the water, and it's eating algae. And this must be like what Godzilla was based on, right? It just looks like Godzilla. At first, I thought this was just Godzilla eating the trees off a countryside hill. I wish someone would go up there and like set up little people or like little houses and stuff covered in algae, so he'd be like, like munching on them. Maybe get some lasers for his mouth, like a gamma beam. Let's get someone who's got some CGI skill on this, okay? Don't get AI to do it. They're sometimes it's hit and miss, man. What do we got here? What's next? This was put on oddly terrifying. Like, this toilet is terrifying because it opens up for you when you walk in, but that just seems really convenient to me. Does it, like, put itself down for, like, a husband that doesn't put the toilet seat down? And just for the record, I'm not that husband, okay? I have a couple of friends that come over, and they're notorious for leaving the toilet seat up. One of these days, I'm gonna fall in and then be yelling at my buddy. I just feel like it's a sanitary thing, okay? You put the seat down when you flush because you don't want pee and poo particles to go all over the place, right? So that's why I close the lid. It's not even because I don't want my wife to fall in. She thinks it is, though. Don't tell her that it's because I don't want my pee everywhere. I don't mark my territory like that. Oh, here's an example, a video of an earthquake. This is a 7.5 magnitude earthquake. Shook so hard it unlocked that computer. I can't believe that the earthquake knew the password to that computer. That's crazy. Man, it'd be surreal to me. Just crazy that like the entire building. That's a 7.5. That's a pretty large earthquake. Where are all the people? Hiding under the desks? In the doorways? What do you do in an earthquake? I feel like I should educate myself. I feel like I heard something about standing in a doorway. Anyway, yeah, that was an example of what a 7.5 magnitude earthquake looks like. Obviously, I can't use the audio in this video, but this is Katy Perry going viral for performing next to a turd in a toilet with corn in its mouth. Hey, she's eccentric and she's sticking to who she is, which I appreciate, okay? I don't know if I would have grabbed the corn just in case. It's such a weird idea. Did she come up with the idea? I bet she did. Was it her or producer? I don't know. They were like, hey, giant poo in a toilet. She's like, as long as it has a corn sticking out of its mouth like a cigar, then I'm good with it. Well, I mean, she's not hurting anyone. That's just good old-fashioned fun. She knows how to get herself talked about in a good, positive way, you know? At least she's not out there stirring crap in the media. Well, maybe she is. I don't know. I don't know a lot about her. I don't want to assume things. This one was posted to Reddit as my coworker randomly sent me this video. Someone that he hasn't talked to in a long time. Check out this sink. This is disgusting. It looks like... It looks like solid grease. Like you could skate on top of that. I didn't know there was sound. What is he saying about this? What's your excuse, sir?
Interesting. Cool.
No, not cool. Not interesting. Disgusting. How are you even going to clean that? You just made the problem worse for you. If you just did the dishes, it would have taken you 15 minutes. But now that's going to take you hours to clean up, if you can even get it clean. You might have to replace your entire sink now. That is an alarming amount of filth. Gross. And you know that smells bad. It must smell horrible. This one here is going to look really terrifying and weird, but this is actually a very normal thing that flamingos do. But just the act of it out of context looks horrifying. Check this out. Oh, like we needed the menacing music in the background. It's not what it looks like, guys. It's not actually disgusting. Okay? I will explain it to you, but you've got to see it later in the video. Gotcha. Now you gotta stick around. Apparently what this is some sort of, let me get this right, because I don't want to get it wrong. This is what someone commented underneath, so this is the best explanation I could get. Flamingos make crop milk in their guts. It's red because crab diet. They regulate this to young, usually one parent at a time. In this instance, both parents are regulating at once. As not both beaks fit in the baby's mouth, a champagne pyramid-style funnel system is employed so as not to waste one parent's milk. So it's really just like a old-fashioned chugging system, you know? You get like, you've seen the ones where it's like ice and you pour it down the ice chute into your mouth? That's what they're doing. I thought it was eating part of its brain and then feeding the brain blood to the bird, but that's not what was happening, don't worry. All right, and we'll end with this news story about a guy who is just going around leaving jugs of liquid. What kind of liquid? Oh, I wonder.
Urine Man has struck again.
It's just such a strange thing. There is no doubt that there's a guy getting out of a car and putting stuff in there. It just doesn't need to be happening.
It doesn't? I was like, man, this guy's doing God's work. No, of course it doesn't need to be happening. There's no reason for that. So I'm going to show you a few clips of this because I don't want to go through the whole news story. It's like a 3-minute video. But basically, in this neighborhood, they're being terrorized by a man who pulls up with a hood and a mask on, and he leaves big, giant jugs of urine in their recycling bins. And this stuff cannot be thrown away. It's been considered toxic waste, so they're just stuck with it. Like, now what do I gotta do? You gotta pour someone else's pee down the drain? And they don't know why he's doing it, but they got all these little clips of him coming up and dropping them off.
If you saw our story last month, you know that Van Dyne has video of the man pulling up in a black car, getting out, and dumping the urine-filled jugs in recycling bins. He has better video now, and the man is clearly wearing a mask.
And as you're probably going to see, he not only hit my house, he also went down the street and laid his eggs at somebody else's doorstep.
It reminds me of Trailer Park Boys. If you've ever seen the show, there's a character named Ricky, and his dad is a truck driver. But even when he's not a truck driver, he just pees in jugs and throws them all over the trailer park because that's what he did as a truck driver, and he can't learn to pee a different way. Maybe that's what's happening here.
So who is this mystery man, and why is this continuing every month or so?
One of the things was, is it like a trafficking situation? But then you just wonder where's the other part of the, where's the poop?
I didn't even think about that. Like, where if it was a trafficking situation, yeah, that's a thought. And they could be using the number 2s just to like grow flowers and stuff in their backyard. Now I'm more alarmed by this. There could be an even more sinister reason this is happening. Man, I need to get an update on this later and see if this guy's still at large, because I feel like the heat got too hot. You can't be getting on camera. Oh man, it is some straight up Trailer Park Boys crap. It's insanity. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. I don't know if you caught the TikTok live stream that I did. I did like a little TikTok, just kind of like a tester live stream. I was carving these little presents back here, actually, just for fun, and I just threw my camera on, and I just wanted to see like how it would go if I just pressed the button, went live, and did something. So yeah, let me know if you caught that in the comments down below. I'm curious how many people actually caught it. I wasn't talking much. I was just, doing something I was going to do that night anyway, and I thought, hey, I've got my phone on me. Let me test out some TikTok live. If you want to go check out the TikTok, you can, I'm going to be posting some new stuff up there later in the week. Probably not today, but I'm going to work on something for it today. I got an idea. Anyway, go check out the link there, because that's, I'm trying to build up a following there as a safety net. Just, you guys should be everywhere. Let's spread ourselves all over the internet. The fluffy people, the people that like me. See, I know a lot of you are saying, like, I don't use TikTok. I don't like it. Just watch my stuff. It'll be not TikTok to you. It'll be Fluffy Talk. Fluffy Talks. Over there. Anyway, I'll see you again soon. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Come up to your screen. Boop. Bye.